Okay, so you're looking to make an improvement on your field. Season's over, you're thinking of maybe some of the headaches you had throughout the season, and you're wanting to do something different. You know, considering if you want to make an improvement, that's the only alternative. You can't continue to do what you've done and expect different results. That's going to involve different steps to help you come up with what the best solution is for your field long term. We're here to help you with those steps. We're going to briefly go through them, which is going to involve taking some grade shots, some measurements, looking at the lip, and in the end, the #1 goal is to have positive surface drainage so we can certify your playing field and possibly put you on field assurance so you don't have to worry about the next 3 to 5 years down the road. So this is a perfect example here of your first base area that is a couple inches lower than some of the surrounding areas. This area is inevitably going to hold water, and this would be one of the many areas that would have to be addressed. We still have to make sure we have positive surface runoff going past the infield and into the outfield. Here we have a spot that's fairly common that is built up. This edge is built up, it's higher. You can measure this with 2 ways. One, we can look at the laser to determine if we've got proper runoff, which here we don't because it's a higher spot. Water's going to come here and kind of shift back towards the infield and not run into the outfield. Another way to check this is simply with a 4-foot level. You can see here we've got about 4 or 5 inches here in the outfield, which is telling us that this area is too high. It's actually preventing the water from shedding off into the outfield and is causing it to run this way, where we're going to go take a look at a small gully washer, versus if all the water was shedding off towards the outfield, we wouldn't have that problem. This is a result of all the water channeling off in one spot. So as you go into the outfield, the infield rises up, water cannot shed off properly, evenly into the outfield. It's all being channeled towards this area, which is causing a gully washer, as you can see here, causing infield migration. Another step we're going to take in this field survey in order to explore all options is to take a soil test of the existing material. This material would come in and we would dig several holes to a 3 to 4 inch depth in random spots, mix it up in a bucket, and send it off to the lab. That would be what we would use to determine the proper amendment for this field. Besides poor grade, another reason this field is migrating and gully washing is because it's so sandy. So this infield makes you can hardly even keep it together. You see all the sand on top. This is a very loose and shifty mix that will blow out and form low spots around the cutouts, and when it rains, tend to migrate. So next we'll explore the options for what we've come up with here in the field survey. So after we've completed the field survey, the assessment of this field is, #1, the material is too sandy and too loose, therefore it's migrating. The result of that is bringing in the same material every year to replace what's migrated either off the field or into the lip. It's very common to not address the lip and have it to get worse and worse. So the longer you wait to do that, the more of a plateau you build up and the worse your lip gets. So in those situations, we are going to, #1, recommend to remove the lip before we would even be bringing out any infield material. Once you reduce your lip and you create some place for that water to run off, then we're going to discuss options for a 2-inch cap versus a field saver amendment job. So the solutions that we've come up to offer for this particular field is going to boil down to field saver amendment process versus a 2-inch cap. Before that even happens, we would recommend taking out the lip. That would have to happen before either of those options would move forward. Removing your lip is going to allow positive surface drainage on this infield, and then at that point, we'd come in with the amendment process, which is going to be based on the soil test. It's got to be a 3-year plan where you have to repeat that once a year. A little bit easier to chew off at a time, but it's a process to get to the point until you're at classic spec. The instant fix after the lip is removed to allow positive surface runoff would be to remove 2 inches and bring in 2 inches of classic. That would get you a certified install and get you a field assurance package right out of the gate to where you have much less to worry about moving forward, material staying in place, playing quickly after rain, and a much safer, consistent playing field.